Alright, good morning guys. Today we're making banana pancakes. We're going to be folding the banana inside the pancake batter and we're gonna cook it like you regular cook a pancake. The ingredients for this are very simple. We're going to be using banana, we're going to be using some flour, we're going to be using eggs, butter. Ideally when you're making banana pancakes, you want a very ripe banana. The banana I'm using is not as ripe as I would like it to be, but that's what I have, so I'm gonna go with what I have. But ideally you want a ripe banana. I have here a half cup of water, a half cup of evaporated milk because I didn't have any fresh milk. So that's what this is. I have a cup of flour right here. I have my baking powder, my sugar, and my salt. Also right here, I have the butter, right, all my dry ingredients, and I'm also gonna combine my wet ingredients. But I'm gonna add banana to the wet ingredients after I combine it. Then I'm gonna fold everything inside. Alright. So with my dry ingredients, I want to go in with the flour. I have the flour, the salt and sugar and baking powder. I want to give it a whisk to make sure I incorporate everything. I'm going to be separating the egg. So I'm going to do the egg in this bowl. I'm using a whisk, but you can use a fork for this part, to be honest. I'm just extra. I've been told I'm a little extra, so I guess that's the case here. But yeah, I'm gonna use a whisk. And then at this point, the egg is beaten already. So I'm now gonna incorporate the banana and I'm gonna mash it with a fork, or I can use the whisk too. See, if I had started with a fork, I wouldn't have need to switch in between. But like I said, I'm extra. So you see, I'm just pressing it. I'm pressing the banana. It's gonna incorporate it into the eggs. It's fine if the banana bits are in there. It doesn't have to be completely. It doesn't have to be completely smooth. If there's some banana bits in there, that's nice. If you want, you can just blend the banana and add it. But for me, I like the bits inside. You know, to get a little mix. It gives the pancakes a little character, you know. It's not a bad thing if you can taste the pancake. If you can taste the banana inside the pancake, a little character doesn't hurt no one. Now at this point, I'm going to add the milk. All right, so in here right now, I have added the milk. Added it to the mixture. Now I'm gonna add my melted butter. All right, so I have my dry ingredient here, and I have my wet ingredient here. All right, so now that it's all mixed together, I'm gonna wrap it and I'm gonna let it sit for about 10 minutes. While this is sitting, I'm gonna work on the berry sauce. So I'm gonna wrap this, let it sit for about 10 minutes, then I'm gonna do the berry sauce, which is pretty quick. All right, so this is the frozen berries I'm using. It's pretty nice. I do a lot of berry sauces, so I don't really have a particular ratio for everything. I just eyeball it. But we're going to be basically adding the berries. And since it's frozen, it has some water content on it, so I don't add a lot of water. But if you're using regular berries, you might have to add a little bit more water. Add a little bit of sugar in here. Also add a little bit of water. I'm going to have the recipe below so you can see how much of each of the ingredients to put. But yeah, so sugar, water, and berries. I'm also gonna do a little slurry, which is gonna be a little mixture of water and cornstarch. Basically you add stuff like that to thicken the sauces. So I'm gonna use it to thicken the sauce towards the end. You know, I'll add it and it will thicken everything up. So I'm gonna put this in the fire. So I don't have cornstarch, so I'm gonna use flour. I'm gonna put a little bit of flour inside the water to make it slurry, and then I'm going to add it to the berries. so that it can help it thicken up. This is how it looks like. All right, so now the sauce is made. I'm gonna keep it in a pint container and keep it in the fridge for a little bit to cool down, so that we can work on the rest of the pancake. It's always good to add a little acid to it towards the end. So I didn't show that part, but what I did was I added lemon juice. All right, I added a little lemon juice towards the end of the cooking process of this. My flame about medium heat. When it comes to the flipping part, you don't want to flip it. You don't want to flip it until it's ready to be flipped. And you will know it's ready to be flipped because it will get bubbles on top. When the bubbles start forming and the bottom starts setting, then you know it's ready to be flipped. All right, at this point, I can flip it. Now this is how the first batch looks. There's the back. There's the front. Back. Front. All right, so there's the second batch. As you can see, the bubbles are starting to form, so it's ready to be flipped. I'm just gonna move it. Still a little dark, so I'm gonna lower the flame a little bit. The third one will be better. The third one will be better because I'll lower the flame a little bit more. I'll lower it a little bit more so that I can get a better consistency in color and texture. That's the last one. All right, now this one came out pretty good. I had lowered the flame a little bit, just below medium, and yeah, I have a nice top and a nice bottom. My pancake, very thick. All right, so the pancake is done. For the garnish, I'm gonna use banana. I cut some banana here. I have my sauce, my berry sauce, and powdered sugar. That's it.